Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan today, and I'm not here to sell you a single darn thing. In fact, I'm here to help you avoid potentially making one or two very big, expensive, unnecessary purchase mistakes. And today's message is going to sound almost totally backwards. I'm kind of updating some old footage, so if you've been a long-time follower, this might sound a little familiar, but I know a lot of people have joined us since they haven't seen this. And the message here that I have is put the cart before the horse. And here's what I mean. Now, this is a pitfall that seems to most often plague first-time RVers, but I've seen veteran campers fall into it all the same. What happens is you decide you're gonna go camping, you're gonna go RVing, and so you go out and you get a new vehicle, and then you go camper shopping, and you find the one, and lordy, it's beautiful. But, we find out we can't tow it properly. It's not within our safe towing ranges. That sucks. So now, what seems to happen is a lot of people will say, okay, well, I just spent the vehicle. What's the closest I can get? How much can I push it? And they push their limits, uncomfortably so. Or what happens is perhaps you're working with a facility that just doesn't care about investigating your towing safety, and they're worried about just getting the sale. Either way, you're on the road now with something that is not either comfortable or safe to tow. You're white knuckling it. You are not happy the whole time. So what do? I hear it all the time. A lot of people say, well, I got a half ton and then I went up to a 3/4 or something like that. You end up getting a new vehicle. Now, instead of one major purchase, you've made two major vehicle purchases. And then what I see happen with high frequency is, so you got the vehicle, and then you pushed it with the camper, and then you went out and got a way bigger vehicle to feel comfortable. And now you think, wait a minute, I was settling for this, and I've never really been happy with this camper in the first place. What is out there? What could I get now? And then very quickly, after only a couple of years, you're looking at getting into a new trailer. So now we're looking at potentially 4 major purchases when 2 really could have done the job. And when most people are financing these things, that translates into just gobs of money that you're rolling over from one loan to another. And now you're neck deep in 2 loans till death do you part. Whatever that second vehicle and that second trailer might have been, I sure hope you love them, because you're gonna have them for a long, long time. But all of that could have been avoided. And that's by picking out one of these before you pick out one of those back there. Put the cart before the horse. And I'm not saying throw caution to the wind and spend all your money on the RV without a vehicle to tow it yet. I'm saying at least pick out the RV that works for you before you go buying the RV. There's so many benefits to doing this. I mean, first of all, there's the obvious financial benefit of making 2 major purchases instead of 4. And again, if you are financing this stuff, holy cow, that is a ton of money that you roll over likely from one loan to another. The other thing is, it insulates you from, sometimes you find out when you start shopping, your target shifts a little bit. And any veteran campers who are watching this, if this is happening to you, please chime in the comments and say, yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. Like, I can't count how many times someone has come in looking for a bunkhouse, only to find out that, you know, when the kids are 16 years old and they're about to leave the house, why do I want to finance for 10 or 12 years a bunkhouse that's only going to work for me for like 2 years? Maybe I should get something with a big hide-a-bed. The kid can make do for a couple of years. Now we don't have to trade out of it. Again, I would love the opportunity to work with somebody multiple times. It certainly doesn't hurt my paycheck. But we've found if we can take care of people and do business the right way like this, we can earn just as much, if not more, business off return and referral sales. That, to me, that's really the cornerstone of Haylett RV, is turning every customer into a lifelong customer through superior service like that. So it allows you, to explain, here's how I'm going to camp, here's where I'm going to go. Let our salespeople, let any salesperson, not just here, anywhere, explain to them how you plan to camp. Their expertise can kind of come into play, saying, okay, this sounds like a good RV for you. This sounds like the kind of towing and payload capacities you want to look for. And that's another big one. I cannot count how many times somebody goes to the vehicle store of your choice and they go get a big truck and they want to get a big fifth wheel, but they find out that they don't have the payload rating they need to handle the kind of fifth wheel they want. And I'm not trying to throw shade or to throw stones at an automotive place here, but I have learned there are a lot of truck sales places that don't really understand fifth wheel like payload ratings and how that factors into your towing decisions and things like that. And contacting a place like this where, you know, we handle both sides of that equation, truck and trailer, it really gives us an additional insight where we can really help match you up with these things more effectively. Now, obviously, this advice can't necessarily apply to everybody. Like, if you're a person who's like, yeah, that's all well and good, but I don't have it in my budget to get a vehicle and an RV. I've already got a vehicle. I got to find something that works within these boundaries. That's cool. I totally get it. I know that this advice is not going to work for every single person out there. But the way I look at it, if this helps even a couple people avoid unnecessarily, I don't like the phrase, but wasting potentially a lot of money when we could have helped you avoid it up front, I think we're doing all right. So if you find value in this, or if you're one of the people who have gone through a process like this before you saw this video, do me a favor, leave me a couple comments, whether you say, hey, that makes sense, you know, any questions you might have, or again, people who have had this kind of experience, please chime in so that people understand I'm not just making this up, you know. I've seen it for over a dozen years now, and I know that I can't help everybody kind of avoid that unnecessary purchase, but like I said, if I can help a couple people, that's going to be my goal here. And if you do find this useful, hit the like button on our video, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, because just like this, we offer a ton of tip information here at Haylett RV, more than just here's a new camper we got for sale and boy, she's pretty. You know, we try to help you on all sides of the equation. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Josh the RV Nerd. This is Haylett RV. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.